and I'm back with another Gran Turismo Sport video. Today I was thinking that I would get some setups nailed down, because that's one thing I'm really struggling with in terms of, because I'm still way behind compared to most people in terms of lap times and whatnot for like qualifying, and a lot of it is the setup. A lot more of it than it is on Assetto Corsa. And what I mean by that is, like on Assetto Corsa, you can use some of the stock setups and still get away with going pretty fast. On this, I feel like you have to do just so much more to get the car dialed in. The stock setups are just not quite as good. With Assetto Corsa, a few little tweaks, and you're almost as fast as some good setups. Where with this game, it takes a lot. You have to completely change the setup sometimes. So I was thinking I'd start with, let's see, the manufacturer series. Yeah, why don't we start with that? Now, what is the schedule for this? Because I keep forgetting. So on the 5th, which is on Monday, we have round 1, which is at Suzuka Circuit. So might do some preparation for that. And that is in the Porsche GT4 Club Sport, or no, yeah, GT4. They came in GT4 Club Sport. If you didn't know this already, or if you haven't figured this out already, I signed the contract with Porsche. I think mainly because this is the first Gran Turismo game to feature Porsche. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I've been playing Gran Turismo since 4, and they didn't have Porsche then. I don't know if they did in 1, 2, or 3, but at least from GT4 they didn't have it. So this is the first time it's been featured for quite a while. And plus it's a good car too. I think it just needs a little bit of adjusting. So I want to look at some other qualifying times to really nail. I see GTR's already posted a time, and I already actually did this at Suzuka, and as you can see, I'm literally, no joke, 6 seconds slower. So I want to really get this car down, nailed pretty good. If I can even get within 2 seconds of his time, I'll be happy. I feel like what helps is if I actually run this to the back a little bit. Oh, the interesting thing is, oh, that's interesting. I can't adjust any of the setup, so I'm just gonna try to take the brake bias back a little bit. I think mainly the tuning with this will be my driving then in that case, because I can't really adjust the setup on the car. Because I believe there's a lot of time to be extracted from this car, even in my driving. I did some updates since I did the lap last time, so the car could have a little bit more grip or whatnot. I'm not just making excuses here, but it could be true. If anybody has any tips for me while driving around Suzuka, let me know, because this is the first time I've driven this track since GT6, which it's been a really long time since I've played GT6. It's been a really long time since I've driven Suzuka until very recently. And obviously I should do this in Circuit Experience as well, because I haven't done Suzuka yet. I did Interlagos and I did a couple other tracks. I should do that though at some point. I know sometimes you can brake later than the cones tell you. I'm trying to use the cones as sort of a guide. You know, the driving line is just a little too easy. It's too easy to get away with stuff, I think. I just got a notification that Assetto Corsa 1.16 just updated, so I might have to go back to Assetto Corsa at some point. But I think for now I'll stick with this. Just want to see. Oops. It's already 2:11. Oh my gosh. Well, that didn't really go well. Weird, some of the car behaviors, though, I swear. Whole track through there. Well, that's not the way to go faster on the track, is it? I always go wide for that corner. I just hate that corner because it's tighter than I think it's going to be. Maybe I'll remember that next time I go around it. Might use a little bit of traction control. Heard on 2 it works the best, so I'll give that a shot. On 215. Still pretty bad though. Turning that down to 1. Wow, I think I need to turn that back up to 1. Or down to 1, I mean. I'm 6/10 slower. I kind of messed up at the beginning. Sure, I can cut off a lot of time through there if I didn't go down the first gear. I hate the gearing in this car. I need to fix that. Oh wait, I can't fix it. Second's too high. First is too low. Like I'm in the 2:15, but you know, it's, I guess, pretty bad. I don't even want to know what the fastest time ever is. Alright, with the traction control on 1, it's a little bit easier, I think. I actually be a little faster with traction control in this game. Way too late. Darn. Going correct. Well, with this car, I can tell you right now, it works best with traction control on 1 and the brake biased at 1. So it seems like to me, at least. I could be wrong about that. There's no way I clipped that grass. Dang it. It's hard to see reference points. There's no good view. There's no good cockpit view, and this view doesn't seem to... Oh, tell me how that's logical. Okay, let's get back on the track here. I've already lost basically like a half a second because I didn't get a very good start there. But I hope I can make that up. Oh, come on. I want to hit that apex. I need to get a perfect lap. I don't need to get it. Oh, come on. The stupid grass. Why does it do that? Like, on a Seto course, it doesn't do that to me. Like, I can clip it, like, an inch. Like, even if I clip it a centimeter. Like... It just... the car goes crazy. I think I hit that cone. I never get a good exit off that corner either. That's where I can also improve. Had it in that corner, but I didn't. I didn't think it got a horrible exit there, but I didn't think it was quite as good as the other one, but I didn't think it got a horrible exit there. Alright. A 213.4, which actually isn't half that bad. And I had a potential 213.2. No, I don't want to save that replay. Which only actually puts me 1.3 seconds off of him, which still a decent ways, but it was a lot better than the 217 that I had before. And even, see, that's the thing, is even in this game, even when you think you've pushed 100%, you can still have probably like 5 seconds to take off. It's kind of insane. Wonder what the very fastest time is. I'm actually not that far out of the top 10. Wow. I'm surprised. The fastest time is a 211.1. So basically, I could be in the top 20 for this, which is not bad. Alright, I'll be right back. Sorry, I gotta clear my throat here. Alright, well, I'm back here. Just wanted to get my computer so I can check comments if I need to. I still don't, there's probably a better way to do it. Still haven't figured that out yet. Should do more research into that. I do realize I have said that for quite a while. But alright. So I got this car decently dialed in. Well, as in when I say this, I got this car dialed in. I got my driving dialed in. I didn't realize how fast GTR was in this. He's like the third fastest. And by the way, if you want to like subscribe to his channel, His channel is basically the same thing as his PSN, except Eric GTR 3123. So if you want to subscribe to his channel, he probably has a bunch of great setups for this game already. I haven't looked into that too much, but I probably should sometime. Alright, the next thing I want to do, my next challenge, get my Group 4 dialed in, my other Group 4 car dialed in for this track. Now the fastest time I got was a 1:44.9, at least for qualifying, which is still like 3 seconds slower than GTR, as you can see here. But this does require me to set up the car, I know that for a fact. I'm going to use the Toyota with my personal livery. This is sort of the signature colors now for my, whenever I'm gonna like, put some liveries on some race cars. The other Toyota I have is, the FT1 Group 3, and I put a similar sort of, it has the same color scheme. I mean, the patterns are a little bit different, but, and the sponsors are also a little bit different too. Although I do have GoPro on both of them. And Sparco. And Gran Turismo. I don't have any decals in the back of it, as you can see, but I also forgot to put the tow thing, with the tow sticker for the tow cable on the back as well. So I already had some decent setup on this car, but I'm thinking I can do better. Try the brake balance seems to be good at 1. And just that. I think I'll take a little bit of downforce up in the rear, I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna try some random stuff here, because I already have an idea how this car handles. I don't know what happens if I take the braking sensitivity up. I'm not sure how the car handles it exactly, because some cars will handle like change in brake sensitivity different depending on whether the rear wheel drive, front wheel drive. Not just that, but also other aspects like how you set up the suspension and whatnot as well. So, and I'm not too experienced with the setups in these games either. So, my strategy is just to it's kind of hit and miss, I guess. Guess and test. Again, I like traction control on about 1. You can still slide the car a little bit, but you don't have to worry about completely spinning out if you accidentally on the power just a little bit too soon. The car will still save you. But if I want a little bit of rotation for some reason, I'm actually getting some understeer with this car. I might turn it off. See how it handles. If I'm having a struggling time with it, I don't know. I think I need to adjust my anti-roll bars a little bit differently. See me how it likes to understeer really badly on entry. Might be one of those cars I'm gonna have to put a really loose setup on it. And this is a hard corner, I'm sorry. I got cut off a little bit there, but put a loose setup on it, and it'll be really hard to drive. But I have to be really smooth with it. But whenever I do get a good lap down, it will be one of those really fast setups. I think I'll turn the traction control on 1 still, just to be safe. I usually, even on a Assetto Corsa, I usually like some traction control. Sometimes. I mean, if the room doesn't allow it, then obviously I can't have it on, but got the power a little too soon there still. That's a 145. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna make the setup really loose and see. I'm just gonna do everything I can to make it loose. Well, I completed my driving marathon, so let's see. The car seems to have a lot of entry understeer, so I think adjusting the oh my gosh, I already have a really soft anti-roll bar in the front. And again, if you have any driving tips for this track, I would really appreciate it, because I'm honestly still struggling with the car setup in this track. Other thing I could mess up is the gearing. Alright, so I have a recommendation to go back to the mileage exchange. I know I did complete the driving marathon, and there might also be something in mileage exchange as well, which is actually, I guess it is different from the driving marathon. But I received a gift card. Wonder what it'll be. Drum roll. Ooh, there's an SRT Tomahawk. I really, really want that, but it won't give me that probably because... Oh, give me a Viper instead. Oh well, you know what? I guess it is what it is. Darn, I didn't get the Tomahawk. Oh well, I'll probably buy that car eventually, because that thing's freaking sick. But... Did I also get something in mileage exchange? Let's see. I don't see anything. Or... Oh! Okay. Silly me. Mileage exchange was this, where you can get certain like stickers and whatnot. Now I already got all of these. Oh. I got 2 paint chips. I don't know, I could get some other wheels. I see there's some cool, I think these are rally wheels. Let's see. I can buy one of these. I don't want to buy any cars because I don't want to eat up. I already bought the safety car, and then I also made a livery with that with a police car, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of confused on the Corvette here. It says a Group 3 road car, but I thought Group 3 was a race category. See, this looks pretty cool as well. I guess I could reconnect, but I kind of wanted to get to this car setup for this track. Oh, oops! Didn't mean to click on that. Yeah, I'll do a video on that eventually. I think maybe tomorrow if it does reset, right, which it will. You know, I can restart the game tomorrow and then I'll make a video about that. That's if I'm on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will be, but the next time I am on, I will do that. I think I'm gonna work on the setup. I have to use 9 minutes and 47 seconds until the next race starts. I might start a couple races later because I want to get this car set up. When I'm trying to do races at the same time, it's hard to get the car optimized 100%. So I just want to see if there's anything I can do with the setup to really make it go fast, because I still see there's some times that are just so much faster than mine right now. Alright, so how can I make the car looser? I think I'll turn that. I'll go really extreme with that. Can also take this up to 3. Maybe when I initially hit the brakes, the car will want to turn in a little bit better. That's already all the way up. I think I'll keep that at 475. That's what it has to do. It's the braking sensitivity. I turned that up, which I think that made the car heavily understeer. I'll take it way down. I don't want to do too much right now, so. I think this helped a lot. So traction control on a little bit. I think I hit that corner. Oh yeah, I hit it way too soon. That just shook me right in the wall. I saw it coming too. Also apex that too early, because the cone, you have to apex it a bit later than the cone tells you. For that last corner. I just keep forgetting that. Well, that was not a very good corner. But I've seen a lot of people mess up that first corner whenever I'm racing. I make a lot of passes there. Well, that wasn't really the fastest exit, was it? I was way too late in the braking, too. Oh my. Interesting, I messed one corner up and it loses the flow for the rest of the track. And this is what I don't get. Polyphony, please get rid of these penalties. in qualifying. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to go any faster if I drive off the track. The thing is, instead of adding that time to your actual lap time, instead it invalidates the next lap, which is ridiculous. I don't know why it does that at all, it's just weird. Oh man, it's gonna give me that. No, it didn't give me. Oh, of course. Now you tell me, when I'm on the last corner. Thank you. You could have told me that before I got to the last corner. That would have been really nice, thank you. Now I gotta start this all over, because I have no exit speed out of that corner. Don't give me penalties in qualifying, that's ridiculous. In a race, do it all you want, because there's all these idiots that feel like they need to cut the track and do crap like that. But in qualifying, it's not gonna make you any faster in your laps. It's just not. And I mean, like, if you push wide and hit a wall, you're not gonna go any faster doing that. I don't know why it penalizes you for that. I don't know why it thinks you're going to go faster somehow. Come on, grip. I almost hit that apex. I feel like through here I can turn the car more than I need to and still get away with going decently fast. That's one thing. Again, still not the fastest exit ever. Because I apexed it too early again. Not as bad as it was. Ooh, some oversteer off that corner. Still gotta get readjusted to this track. A little late. It's a bad habit sometimes of hitting the throttle while I'm hitting the brake on the downshifts. Maybe I should try giving a blips of throttle on the downshifts instead. I mean, it probably already has some sort of auto blip, but that's not really what you call a smooth exit, is it? I didn't carry that much speed through that corner. You gotta apex it right when that cone says, for that first corner. You gotta apex it a lot later than you think you can. Like, if I wasn't using the cones, I would be apexing that way early. And I'd go really wide out of the corner. That's the biggest thing you gotta remember, especially in racing, is like when you apex it. So this is a very late one, because it's a decreasing radius again. I went out of, that was a decent exit. It was a lot better than it was before. So now I can carry a decent amount of speed into this corner now. I'm gonna gain 2 miles an hour just from getting a better exit off that corner. A little oversteer off of there. Still going slower. That was better. Not as much faster as I thought it would be, though. Alright. Let's try to really go for it this lap. Especially this first corner. But now I can get a decent exit speed going. Hold on, car. There we go. Now we're talking. Just hold this pace for the rest of the lap. Got the throttle too soon. The traction control helped me a little bit there, but it didn't seem to want to. Try giving it blips instead of riding the throttle on the brakes. Seems to want to set the car up a little bit better for the corners. Or not. I'm already 3/10 slower, but alright. I thought I got this car in the mid-44s during some racing, though. I really lost a lot of time there. I'm looking at that thing now. That's what you call a half spin, or I don't know. I made up a new term. Basically, I still haven't got this car very well optimized. Darn. This car needed 2 on traction control, because it just seems like if I even get on the throttle remotely early, it'll just spin. I wonder if I tow the car out a little bit more, if that might help. Give it a little bit of, maybe help the car turn a little bit on entry. I also wonder, maybe I have the brake in the wrong position. Maybe I can actually, you can think about it this way, if I get more weight on the front of the tires, and maybe I can help, maybe it'll help the car go in a little bit. I think I'm gonna try this. Hopefully, I can get somewhere with it. Well, that seems to help a lot, actually. Traction control on 2 also helps me get the best exit speed from the car. See, there's birds flying. Like, the attention to detail in this game is pretty cool as well. Something I like. I bumped the paddle one more time than I meant to. I meant to bump it twice, and I bumped it 3 times there. The traction control is helping me a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm just getting understeer through there now. Maybe I'll adjust the traction control as I'm driving around the track. For lower speed corners, maybe I'll have it on. This corner 5 out of 1, maybe? I don't know, I'm trying something different. I'm kind of getting a bit desperate now. Weird, I'm like on the edge of the front tires. It's telling me I'm driving over the edge and I'm turning in further. That was a little weird physics there, I think. Turn it off for this section, because this will help me over through here. Hopefully I can lay the power down a lot better now. I'll turn it back to 1. 0. I don't think I need it through here. 2 going off of here. Keep on 2 for the rest of the lap. Lost for this section. Rotate, come on, I want some rotation. Oh my gosh, this car's understeer like massively. I want it to turn in, it's just not at all. Here's what I need to try and do. Maybe like if I give it a little bit of throttle and brake at the same time through those corners, maybe that'll help. I don't know. Get some weight on the front tires. I'm just gonna keep the dragster trolling too. I don't think messing with it did much. It seems to work the best at 2 because I can floor it off these corners. It seems to put the power down pretty good. Like, it seems like I can still... actually seems to work pretty good, actually. Could get a better exit off there, I think. Come on, I don't want 145. I've had enough of them. I'm done with trying to set this car up. I don't know how people get any faster than like a mid 144. I just don't know. I've tried. But I've gotten nowhere. The Porsche, I think I got low 144s, I think. The Porsche was a good car. See if there's any other and see what what's the manufacturer series. This is also a Porsche. Alright, that's what I just did. Oh my gosh, I'm okay. Now I gotta go back out of this. The other one was the Nations Cup. Okay. I'm trying to get this straight here. They're all at Kyoto Driving Park, which is where I just was, so. And they're all Group 4 cars as well. Okay. I'm assuming they're probably all stock setups, so. Now, the car I've always heard is the best, or at least the car I've seen at the top of most leaderboards, is the Nissan GTR. So this might end up as like a Nissan GTR one-make race. Hopefully it won't end up that way, because I think there's some other decent cars as well. Like the Porsche is a good handling car, and somebody did actually top the leaderboard with, and I actually forget what it was. It wasn't a GTR, it was something else. With the other leaderboard, the Manufacturer's Cup. But I've actually never driven this car yet, so I'm kind of curious to see. And there's no excuse for being slower than GTR in this race. Is it a different version of Kyoto? Am I allowed to set up the car how I want to this time or not? Nope. I can't this time either. Oh well. Let's turn traction control off. I can't even set the brake balance. Whoa. Don't want to do changes. So this is like spec. Why do I need to undo changes? I don't know what it was doing. Who knows? This is gonna start me in the middle of the corner. Kinda did. It could have started with me earlier. I thought I turned the traction control off. It keeps turning it back on. Why? Because an all-wheel drive car does not need traction control. That was far from perfect. So was that. Oh my. I'm not drunk. Kinda seemed like it there, but... Come on, come on, come on! Oh my gosh, this car's got some understeer too. This car does not turn. Worth the crap. And the rev limiter effects are, let's be honest, awful. Like, I don't know how you make any worse rev limiter effects than this. We'll just knock that cone out of the way. Actually, I didn't really have a chance to. Grass, I can't tell where the heck it is. And you put lines on the bottom of the screen to tell you where the edge of your car is with this view. It's too hard to use. And the grass penalizes you way too much, too. Like, if you're giving it a steady amount of throttle, the car shouldn't... I mean, obviously, if you put a whole tire off you, the car's going to do that kind of crazy stuff. But if you just put a slight amount off, like, I was just gradually going over there. It wasn't like I suddenly just decided to go right over there, but... I kind of gradually went over. And all of a sudden, the car just completely lost traction. Like, there was not even a hint. You can kind of feel the edge of the grass. Oh, great. This car's got understeer like no one's business. I forget. You should just let me go there instead of... The auto drive takes way too long to get going. There we go. Alright. I don't even like the auto drive functions. I wish you could just start from the pits and go out. Although I guess that would be a little hard, wouldn't it? because you'd have to do a whole outing lap. Come on. Nope, wasn't. I missed the apex. And I'm gonna miss my mark completely there. Thanks to this car's understeer. I wish I could adjust the brake bias, brake bias. That's ridiculous, I can't. Cause I give a lot to the rear, so I can just give it a tap of brake and rotate it into the corner. The car has no rotation at all. It's just, look at this. Look at this, understeer galore. Obviously, I cranked the wheel in pretty hard there. But the car just has no need to keep regain traction. I don't know what it's thinking. Right here, I'm on the brakes for crying out loud. To get some weight under the front tires, all I can, and it's not. I tapped the brakes there. The car straight went right into the corner, but it didn't at all. How did I hit the grass there? I thought the car had enough weight transfer to turn into that corner. It just didn't. It just surprises me with how much understeer the car has. Drive off the corner, thank you. I tapped the brakes there. I was on the brakes. The car should just turn right in. So, this kind of seems to be a continuing theme. I'm getting pretty much nowhere with this anytime soon. So, I think on that note, I'm probably just gonna stop. They're all using GTR Group 4 cars. Oh, ironic. I might use a different car, because this car has a lot, and I mean a lot, of understeer. Like, even on completely stock setups with all the other cars, they didn't have this much understeer. Now, maybe they have more straight line speed, but it's just, like, bad. This is gonna be a one-make race, though. Look clearly, look at the top 10 times. Look at this, all GTRs. This is gonna be a one-make race, is what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be anything else than that. See, they shouldn't just let you pick any car. That's just ridiculous. Now, I know you can buy any car and whatnot, but... I mean, look. So, on that note, I'm gonna stop for tonight. And I hope you found this video a little bit helpful, at least the first part of it. I also will be back with hopefully more setup videos. Hopefully I can make some videos that have some decent setups in them, and so maybe you can give them a try. You know, if you're racing the Porsche and are struggling with it too, or the Toyota, you know, maybe you can try some of the tips I tried. I mean, just hopefully maybe you can try and get a little bit faster with it. So, on that note, I'm out.